Referee Gomasol asking both sides if they're ready. New South Wales need to win this to wrap it up. There's the kickoff. We're underway in the Winfield State of Origin match number 2. And New South Wales starting it off, and down it goes to Belcher. His first touch of the football, and he's brought down just short of his own quarter line. Cavill Hugh. Now Lindner running from dummy half and making some progress as well. Now they're 10 metres short of the halfway mark, Queensland. Kinescu back for Meninga. The long kick. Gary Jack waiting for it. He has it, but he's only 10 metres out from his own line now. Met and put down in a pretty hefty tackle by the 3 Queenslanders. So New South Wales have the ball now, just 15 metres or so out from their own line. Royce Simmons is dummy half. Running off him is Roach. He's up to the quarter line. Simmons to the left, this time to Tunks. The Tunks put down by Lindner and Miles. Now it's back for the kick. Mortimer sending it back down to Queensland territory. Les Kiss not taking it cleanly, knocking it behind him. And put down in a very strong tackle from Wayne Pearce. Jack Gibson, I know that Kiss is one of your favourite players.
Well, I think he's the best player to come out of Queensland this year, and maybe a year or two back. He can certainly cross the line, and he's got plenty of speed and ability to get the job done.
Saw the ferocity in those tackles in as Wally Lewis touched the ball for the first time. Now Queensland have it just on the halfway mark. Fumbling by Kinescu, back for Meninga again. And again, Jack has some work to do. It's gone away from Jack. Sterling has gone back for it. Sterling has it, and straight away gives it to Jack. Can't beat the very fast-moving Queensland defence, though. He's put down a long pass from Sterling across to Kenny. New South Wales have it just 12 metres out from their own line. Old Cleo playing it back for Mortimer again. Poor kick from Mortimer off the side of his boot, but it's going to find touch anyway. So fortune smiling on Mortimer. Finding touch just 10 metres short of the halfway mark in New South Wales territory. These two packs about to come together for the first time in this scrum. Be fed by Murray for Queensland. Gone with the feed. Back with Lewis, running around with Belcher. Belcher saw the little gap. Still going is Belcher, linking up now for support with Miles. Away it goes to Shearer. He's got the line. Well, maybe a golden opportunity for Queensland. And Shearer putting it down.
Well, it just squared it out, and he had to run that try, and if he held on.
Queensland on the attack, Darryl.
Yes, and this is a different sort of Queensland side that we saw at Lang Park. There's a lot of purpose in their attack now as they take the ball up. And their, well, I think their flair in attack is much sharper, and their defence certainly a lot heavier than we saw at Lang Park. 5 minutes in the sin bin here for, who is it, Kinescu? No, Kinescu not moving. Roach is gone. Roach for New South Wales has gone for 5 minutes in the bin. Well, something we didn't expect. Let's have a look at it on the replay now. There's Roach, and there's a knee comes up. I guess that's what it's for. That knee into the face of Bryman, and we have Roach in the sin bin for 5 minutes. Queensland now with a chance to put first points on the board. Mal Meninga, only about 5 metres off square and about 18 minutes out. 18 metres out. That was Roach's first tackle, incidentally. So we're talking about the Queensland attack and Queensland defence being a lot stronger than we saw at Lang Park. Here's the kick now, and it's through the post, so Queensland draw first blood at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Queensland leading New South Wales 2-0.
So this scrum is just 10 metres inside New South Wales territory. Gone with the feed. Lewis has it. Caught by Kenny. Kisses a dummy half. Now with Murray. Murray takes the tackle right in the cricket pitch area, but exciting football at the cricket ground, Darryl.
Certainly is. And Queensland, what a start they've made, Jack, compared to Lang Park. There's a lot more purpose in their running, and their defence has been first class.
Well, I think they've certainly won 3 scrums. The last 3 scrums, there was 4 scrums contested, and they've had the feed. So they've worked that opportunity.
Lewis with a little bust down, he gets it on him, and he's going to score under the post. Queensland made the break, and they've made the bust, and it's French under the post for the first try of the match. Queensland. Well, that came out of nothing. Have a look at this. The pass with the Kickoff on to Murray. Murray linked up with Lewis. Lewis made the bust. Got through Cleel's tackle. They tried to take him ball and all. Meninga then just had French on the inside of him, and Queensland under the sticks. New South Wales. Pearce having plenty to say about the defence as Meninga lines it up. There it goes. Oh, it only just got there, I'll tell you. Only just got there. The score now. Queensland 8. New South Wales 0. O'Connor now restarts for New South Wales. Well, a shock start here. Queensland 8-0. They bring it back. And look at the purpose with Belcher now as he runs. It's Sterling that brings him down. Gene Miles from dummy half just takes play over the 22. Kickoff dummy half. Runs from there. Nice little short ball up for Cavill Hugh. Back for Meninga. This has been the tactic, Jack, every time they've got in that area, and they're kicking on about the second and third tackle. Back for Meninga to clear. Well,
they kick straight down centre field. They haven't gone for a sideline shot. They just want field position, and their forwards are upfield before the ball's played, so they're getting a little bit of time.
Gary Jack gets a ball back for Pearce. Pearce looking to unload, but he can't. This defence of Queensland, one low, one over the top, making sure he can't unload the ball. Runaround's going everywhere it comes to Roach. He belts his way. Only 4 or 5 minutes and it's on. There's plenty of punches being thrown at the moment. Roy Simmons was throwing them like Jimmy Carruthers did against Vic Tauil many, many years ago in South Africa. 2 hookers having a duel there. Well, it's a clean skin game, the one at Lang Park, with not a punch thrown, but feelings running high. Queensland have to win this one. New South Wales would like to wrap it up tonight. Here's Roach going in now. Bryman over the top. There was Miles, but there's the fight back further as the hookers trade blows. And no damage done there, I would think. Just a bit of pride that was dented.
And some pretty loose tackling now as Stokes makes the bust. Desperation tackling from Belcher. Say what would have been a try. Now New South Wales, can they do it? Sterling across to Simmons. Under the another handed pass to Pearce. Back for Tunks. And then it goes to Simmons. Can he do it again? Roy Simmons is caught just short. So near yet so far. Simmons to play it. Cleo dummy half now with Sterling across to Kenny. A long floater out there for O'Connor, and it goes to Farah. Farah's in to score. Farah's there. New South Wales come back. Well, they were so close on the opposite side of the field, and you saw it spin, and that pass from Kenny, that one there. Cut out pass, got into O'Connor, quick hands onto Farah. Farah went straight for the corner, and in he went to put New South Wales on the board. Michael O'Connor from the touchline. Lagged away. So the score remains Queensland 8, leading New South Wales 4.
Sterling gets it out to Kenny. Kenny now, New South Wales with a chance with O'Connor. Make a few valuable metres. Sterling again, the little general directing players. He gets it on to Pearce. Pearce with an overhead pass goes on to Cleel with a bustling run. Cleel just short of the 22, centre of the field. So New South Wales have the option to go either side as Sterling puts a floater on. He gives it to Kenny. Kenny will get it out and there it again. Oh, great try. O'Connor in for New South Wales. Up another Kenny pass. A beauty. Oh, listen to the crowd. Had the numbers. Sterling there saw the numbers out. He gave it to Kenny. Kenny made the bust and got a beautiful ball to O'Connor, and O'Connor goes in for the Blues try number 2.
Well, a lot of people played their part there. Roy Simmons got a good smart shot away from dummy half, straight to Sterling again, and Kenny was flat strap as he took it. All he had to do, he shot it straight through to that winger. And that was a good try, excellent try.
Well, he just missed with the last one, so he'll adjust the kick from the same angle. There it goes in the air. It looks like it'll fall short. Yes, it does. Waved away.
Cross for Steve Folkes, right on the halfway mark. An interested observer, Liverpool's Craig Johnston, watching his mate Peter Sterling in action as the Blues throw it around very nicely. Pearce got it away to Hetherington. Plenty of runners too as Rhodes got it. An overhead pass for Mortimer. Linking up with Mortimer as Pearce for the corner. He's there. Well, there was any number of players involved in that. New South Wales handling superb, passing great. And Wayne Pearce is in the corner. It all started back about here. There was a mix-up with the defence. Hetherington made the break. Roach was there to back up. Heard the call, flicked it back inside for Mortimer. Outside him was Pearce. Pearce saw the corner. Nothing was going to stop him. Despite Linda's tackle, he was able to score.
Well, the Blues certainly had a lot of people there. But again, Pearce, he started that play. And he stayed alive. And he's rewarded with a fine try.
Yeah, look at all those Blue jumpers there backing up. Great try. That was Mortimer. A dummy inside, then to Pearce on the outside. In the corner he went.
If Queensland really want to get into this game, they've got to certainly got to pay more attention to Peter Sterling. He's been in there just about on every player's first receiver.
The kick from O'Connor across the face of the goalmouth, flagged away. The score remains New South Wales 12, Queensland 8.
Blues will just run it over that 22, and that's what they've done. Get it out of that danger zone. Pearce will play it back to Simmons. On to Cleal. They'll use the big man now to run it out. The Queensland defence meets him, and they've only made a couple of metres. Simmons, they've worked play centre field. Goes on to Tunks, another one of the big men. Flicks back, and there's a mishandle. Folkes has put it down. So that'll force another scrum right on the 22, centre field. There it was, folks, not expecting the ball. But I guess, Jack, in those situations, you've got to expect it any time.
Well, he must have been in two minds, but it's a great opportunity. They're going to win the scrum, that's for sure.
Scrum's collapsed. We'll see which way the penalty goes. It goes to Queensland. Scrum fell down, screwed around and fell down, and he's given Queensland the penalty. This is another chance. No, this is a differential penalty, so they'll kick for line. It'll give them a very, very good chance for attack. 2.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Critical play now from Queensland. Lewis has given them the chance. Can they do it? Canescu gets it onto Cavill. Hugh, darting run from Hugh now, but they're nice and deep, Queensland. Lewis, the general, goes on to Jones. Big, strong, powerful run by Jones. Almost to the New South Wales line now. There's Murray. Murray with a darting run, but the New South Wales defence reads it well. Queensland need to do something pretty quickly. They've got to vary the play. Lewis looking for runners. Linda was too close to him. He's got to take the tackle, Lewis. That's bad play from Queensland. Linda crowded him. He couldn't unload it. Gene Miles, he'll go from dummy half, the big man. Put down, though, plenty of Blue defence. Running out of tackles. Canescu gets it on now. There's a little chip kick from Broman. Up it goes in the goal mouth. Up they go for it. It could be a chance. Bobby Linda's got it, but held up over the line. And there's a try. Well, we'll wait and see, but yes, it's been awarded a try. Kiss has scored the try. We'll have to see that on the replay. Broman put the kick up. Now, it came out from Canescu. It went on to Broman. Here's the man's skill, and that's why he's in the side. The little chip. Now, they had it covered. Up they went for it. It was loose. Rolling around. Kiss got it, and he forced it. Fair try to Queensland, and that's the one they wanted. 12 apiece. Meninga can put him in front with this one. There it goes. It's off skew, though. No go. 12 all. Queensland, New South Wales locked together in the second encounter. Just 5 seconds to half-time, and Mr. Gomersall says, that's it, take a break. And we're locked all here at the Sydney Cricket Ground in a wonderful game of rugby league.
Referee Gomersall checks both sides. 12-all is the score. Second half of this Winfield State of Origin match underway. And New South Wales now in possession as Gary Jack brings it out from his own goal line. And almost gets to the corner line before he's put down by Jones and Miles. But straight away a penalty to New South Wales. Referee Gomersall saw something in the tackle. Jones is the man who's been spoken to. Let's see if we can pick up what it all was. Well, there it is over the top. Jones coming down with a rabbit killer. So Jones is the man who has given New South Wales this penalty on the first tackle of the second half.
Gary Jack receiving attention for New South Wales.
Gary Jack, the player down, and there it is over the top with a rabbit killer. As Cleal holds in 10 minutes into the second half. Meninga again, this time trying to find touch, but the kick is there for Jack. But Jack is back near his own goal line by the time he picks it up. And across field, still going Jack. Maybe tried to come inside Linda, but he put him down with the help of Cavill Hugh. Andrew Farah. Centre field just short of the quarter line. 12 points all. Royce Simmons has a little scurry from the dummy half position. That was a good run too. He made about 15 metres. Pokes a dummy half. Back from Mortimer. Down again for Belcher. Certainly testing him out tonight. Cross field goes Belcher. Almost able to slip the pass, but Sterling took him in the tackle. His kiss on the halfway mark. Back from Murray. Under one tackle. Got to 10 metres inside New South Wales half now.
Mr. Graham Bentley from
Across to Lewis.
And Janelle Obeid from
Short pass to Miles. On it goes to Belcher. A long floater out there for Kiss. Has been knocked down by Hetherington. Hetherington's lost it. Kiss picks it up and scores. What a try. What a mistake. I don't believe it. I see it, but I don't believe it. Ron Willie doesn't believe it either. Well, here's how it happened. Now it was Lewis, made the break. A one-handed pass from Miles onto Belcher. Belcher saw Kiss, but his pass was knocked down by Hetherington, who desperately tried to pick it up, had it, lost it. Kiss said, thank you, the try is mine. Mistake made by Hetherington. He was the one who touched the ball in the first place. Kiss didn't get a hand to it until such time as the ball was loose, and he was able to dive over for the try. Now the kick from Meninga is flagged away, so Queensland hang on to the lead, 16 points to 12.
What a match. Queensland with the ball. 16-12. Queensland in front of the moment. New South Wales get the ball low. Now they've got the numbers. Can they stretch it quick enough? Here goes Sterling. Sterling unloads quickly to O'Connor. O'Connor goes back inside. Still going O'Connor. Room to move now. Simmons gets it out to Kenny. Kenny with a head down, gets out of one. Throws a loose pass back. Got to be cleaned up very quickly by New South Wales, and they lose ground as Farah plays it back to Mortimer. Mortimer dances now. The New South Wales have run it back into a hole, Will Ian. They've kept the pressure on Queensland. Can they make the break?
Well, can Queensland react to this pressure? They've been under enormous pressure. Now they're leading by 4 points. New South Wales with the football, desperately trying to breach this Queensland defence. Here's Sterling with it. Across it comes now to Pearce. And Pearce is sandwiched in that tackle. Can't offload. Referee says penalty New South Wales. Well, he's waving his hands back to indicate that those outside backs of Queensland were offside.
Well, they may have been offside too, but not that much. Yes, there's a player offside. That was a good decision. The thing that I can't work out, how the Queensland are in front in this game. They're in front before. Yeah.
Well, he did wait Jack until Meninga got into the play, so I suppose that's fair enough. Now the penalty given to New South Wales. O'Connor's going to have a shot for goal. He's 32 metres out. He's just to the right of the right-hand upright. He's yet to kick a goal. Mind you've had some pretty tough kicks. This is probably the easiest kick he's had all night. Michael O'Connor. It's in the air. It looks good to me. Right between the post. New South Wales are on the way back. Queensland 16. The Blues 14. Line side goes Pearce. Queensland defence holds. Simmons short pass to Cleal. Broman takes him. But they're only 10 metres out now, the Blues. Simmons pass to Sterling. To Kenny. A dummy but caught by Murray. Right on the Queensland quarter line. Now across to Jack, who's up to make an extra man. A flick pass inside for O'Connor. There's a gap for O'Connor. Still going, O'Connor. Finally caught, though, only about 11 metres out. Last tackle signal for the New South Wales side. It's back for Sterling. A short pass for Kenny. Kenny scores for New South Wales. The old parallax combination strikes again. Sterling and Kenny, you can't beat them. Here it was, Simmons at dummy half. Across to Sterling, everybody waited for the kick, but that short, snappy pass to Kenny, and Kenny went straight for the line. French clean to him. A marvellous try for the New South Wales side.
Well, there's nothing new about that combination. It was Royce, Sterling and Kenny. He shot a couple of long ones, but that one travelled just a metre straight into his heart.
So, New South Wales now hit the front once more. Blue thunder down under. Michael O'Connor will attempt the conversion of that try by Brett Kenny. Scored about 10 metres from the right-hand upright. This could put New South Wales 4 points clear. Michael O'Connor hits it and made a mess of it. Well, a shocker. A shocker from O'Connor. 18-16, New South Wales lead.
NSW dummy half. Unloads now as the chant goes up. The Blues, the Blues. It's Cavill Hugh that'll play it back. NSW out for Lewis. Lewis puts it in the air. Farah underneath it well, though. Takes it. Winds up with that familiar style and gets out of two. Farah out of two, out of three. Good run from Farah, still going. They finally bet him down. That's a great run from Andrew Farah, showing plenty of determination. And that's what the Blues are about. They want to wrap this series up. And there's another break. New South Wales with a chance now as they run down. And Crusher Cleal will score. And that's about it for the Blues, let me tell you. A great try. Oh, Crusher underneath the post with a beauty. Whoa. And that came from nothing. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Explosive running from New South Wales. Here's Mortimer. Now he gets it on the Roach. The big man winds up and look at the determination on his face. He gets it out to Cleal, and no one's going to stop Cleal from there, let me tell you. Under the post, 4 points New South Wales. And up it goes, the jubilation of it all. Jack Gibson.
Well, Roach deserved this. Since he suffered that 5 minutes in the sin bin, he's really worked. He's worked tough in defence. He's taken up many times, and he's gone up dry quite a number, but this time he had a result. Cleal was there. Well, he was the handy player to have when they're 20 yards out.
And what a wonderful sporting moment there as you saw Roach running beside Noel Cleal, and there's the emotion for you running high, and Roach had his hands in the air saying, go, Cleal, go. Oh, great moment in rugby league. Right, the kick right in front now, O'Connor. He's had some difficult chances. This one's the easiest one he'll ever get. 22-16 with a kick to come. There it goes, and it's right in the high diddle, so make that 24-16. New South Wales in front. Sterling, base of the scrum. Murray has got Belcher with a bit of room to move. He's got a chance here. Here's Shearer in the open spaces. They won't get him. Queensland will go in. Dale Shearer goes in and runs it round for a better angle. And It's a try to Queensland. Oh, it's all happening at the Sydney Cricket Ground tonight. Well, Belcher set it up. There was a pass from Murray, but look at Belcher coming through on the Boyle. He got through tackle after tackle. Now, this run by Shearer. He got through a tackle by Jack, stumbling, but the determination of the line. He had to get there for Queensland and did so. Mortimer there with a late last-ditch tackle. No go. Big try from Queensland.
Well, it's not a doubt New South Wales are looking at the scoreboard and seeing themselves 8 in front. Their intensity dropped off. They relaxed that little bit, and away they went.
Well, Queensland have declined the attempted conversion. They want the ball back. Now, time left. Really ticking away. They want the ball back. They've decided not to take the kick. This is a last-ditch attempt by Queensland. Belcher again. He's got the ball. They run it up. Some big defence. Pearce over the top. Gillespie underneath. He's a big hitter, Gillespie. That hurt Belcher too. Here's Lewis. Lewis now. What can they do, Queensland? Shearer, the man who just scored the try, looking to unload it, but puts a loose one up, and New South Wales have got the ball. And listen to the crowd. It was a gamble that Queensland took. They wanted to keep the ball, but New South Wales has it back. 1 minute of play remaining. 1 minute of play remaining. New South Wales just taking it up now. Well, that was a pretty gutsy move by Queensland. They said, no kick, we want the ball back. 24-20. With 40 seconds and the countdown is on. Sterling just taking the settler.
Well, that's the first time in the match I believe Sterling's been tackled. That's his first.
Gillespie unloads quickly. The countdown is on. They kick for line. Queensland take it. Canescu has said no. There was a knock on there, so it'll be a scrum, and this will be the last scrum of the match with 20 seconds, 19 and counting down. Whew, what a game of football, played at a fierce pace. And there's the countdown with the crowd. He'll feed the scrum. In it goes. Queensland leap on it. Listen to the crowd as they count it down. Lewis puts it up. Queensland chasing through. Kenny has taken it down. It's all. Oh, no, it's not over yet. Now it's all over. Barry Gomershall says that's it. And look at the crowd. Full-time score. Queensland 20 have been defeated by New South Wales. 24 as the Blues wrap up the series. Emotion running high here for New South Wales. Gary Jack had a great game tonight. Andrew Farah did nothing wrong. Peter Sterling, a super game. Brett Kenny, what a great game. We've seen Kenny come back to his best as Wayne Pearce is being chaired off. A magic moment for New South Wales.